it's that time again. You're gonna need a Pilates ball today. If you don't have one, you can get a pillow, like a little one, and roll it up, or a towel, roll it up, or a yoga block. That will work just fine. Go ahead and come on your back. Lift your hips. You're gonna place this right underneath your tailbone. So it's like your lower back feels it, your tailbone feels it, and a little bit of top to your butt cheeks, so that you feel nice and relaxed. Like you can pick your feet up and your arms up and you're balanced right on top of that. All right, now the hands can be on the ground or the hands can be up. Up is a little more intense. 90-degree angle in those legs. You're gonna keep that 90-degree angle, right? We're not bending and straightening the knee. We're gonna be moving the hips. So you're gonna give me a single, and then a double, and then a single. Now you can switch which single you start with each time. Like maybe you start with the right leg, and then the next time you start with the left leg. So that's the move. Now I'm going to start to kind of change it a little bit, but not really, not changing the move, but you can, right now I'm going one at a time. Good. Or you can switch, and a double. Switch, and a double. If you want to increase intensity, those hands come off the floor, because it's going to make you work your stability on that little ball just a little bit more. So maybe you pick your feet or hands up and you want to go slower with those legs again, go right ahead. You can also lift your head and your shoulders while you're here. You should feel it already, but you're not dying like some of the other ones we've done the past couple days where you're like, oh my gosh, I can't breathe. This one is a good, get those abs warmed up. Almost kind of feels nice because you're like, oh, I'm working my abs and I can do this, and I could do this for a while, and it's great, and it's awesome. Keep going. Now, if you've increased intensity by maybe going faster with your feet or hands off the floor or head and shoulders are up, there's one more way to increase intensity. Keep going, but to switch your intensity on this one, it's going to require a second to adjust yourself. I'm going to roll my ball a little higher on my back. There we go. Ooh, that did it. That's a sweet spot. See how I had to work a little harder to get those feet down and pull them back up. Whatever you're doing though, make sure that you're breathing in the nose, out the mouth. Hopefully you're working on that ball that's kind of throwing your stability off. As you can see, I'm really having to work on that. So I hope you are too. Let's do one more. And right, going back to where you started, right? Back at the beginning position. Now you're gonna come to a frog, right? So my feet are touching each other, my knees are out wide. It's almost like a squished diamond. I'm gonna lift and bend. Oh, you can't see my toes. All right, keep going. My toes are flexed, right? They're flexed. I'm gonna keep going, keep going. Turn this way. All right, so we're flexed. And it's when they come up, oh, once again, I can't see my toes. But my toes that are flexed like this are still flexed like that when they're up. Just keep going, keep going. I'm adjusting things, you don't stop. Now, if we go up to the ceiling, it's a little bit easier. If we go at an angle, it's a little harder. Or maybe you go closer to the floor, harder still. But my feet are flexed. Oh, you can see it in that one. Feet are flexed. Breathing. Squeezing, you're going to feel your hip joints as well, maybe the tops of the thighs a little bit. But with your feet flexed, you're making the thigh muscles work a little bit more too. Where they can squeeze everything out, just like the other one. Hands can be on the ground for stability. Hands can be off the floor to make you work a little harder. I wouldn't necessarily lift your head and shoulders on this one though. 3, 2, and 1. Now, you guys almost fell off the ball. You can remove the ball, but I think we're gonna go right into another move. Yes, we're gonna put that ball at your ankles here. Now, well, no, never mind. We're gonna keep it here. Head and shoulders are lifted, right? Out, out, in, in. Now there's a couple ways you could do this. All right, you You could open those arms like you're in a Pilates studio, or the arms could just go up and down like that, which I've also seen in a Pilates studio. It's a little more of the Barbie doll arms though. Or you're a swimmer, right? Head and shoulders are up. If they ever need to take a break, you keep the arms and the legs going. And you bring the head and shoulders up when you're ready. We're pulling that belly button in, pressing your spine to the floor. Bonus points if, when your feet go out, you squeeze the ball. They go out, squeeze, out and squeeze. Double bonus points if you squeeze, 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 squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Release. We're going to keep that ball there, but go ahead and sit up. The can. All right, so you're going to lean back on those hands. Now, when you lean back, make sure you don't cave things. Shoulders are back, abs are engaged. Just kind of leaning back, bending those elbows, not tucking it in. All right, can. So the ball's coming in, or the heels are coming to get almost like I want to tap my heels on my butt cheeks. One butt cheek, other butt cheek. Keep going. If you need more padding, if you're on carpet, you're good. If you have a mat, you're good. Hardwoods, not so much. This mat's not very forgiving. Or if you have a little more padding in your booty, which I wish I had a little more padding in my booty. Right? 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the can. And one more exercise. We're going just a little bit longer with the abs today. Shoulders back, lean back, weaving. All right, don't round that back, keep it flat. Now you can also do it where you're not touching the floor at all. But we're breathing in the nose and out the mouth with it. And by having something that we're gauging on, like looking at the ball, is making us work a little harder. Don't stop. Like you could do this without the ball, maybe right here, but because you're actually working on something to clear, you're working a little bit harder. 4, 3, don't fall backward like me. 2, and 1. You did it. That's it. That's your abs. Great job. All right, I'll see you tomorrow for some more abs. Good work.